been amazing how many people have told me not to report this story, that I'm spreading misinformation. Well, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle has finally broken her silence and admitted what we all already knew. What happened in Pennsylvania was unacceptable. Secret Service messed up. She's already making massive changes, and that the buck stops with her. So why is she refusing to step down? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signer. And I don't know about you, but if I was the director of the Secret Service and my one principal protection nearly got offed, I think I'd step down or assume that I'm going to lose my job. But this woman is standing her ground. And I'm just shocked by it. I want to break this down as well as some new updates that have come in about the shooter and more. And also, I just want to thank all you guys. Look at this. My goodness, it's already at 1.7 million views. Our last video about is this an inside job with our sniper Dallas Alexander, who's going to be joining me live this afternoon. So do not miss that video. I'm going to put it at the end of this. Hit the remind me, join us. It's going to be a fascinating video. So I hope you'll join us. And to all of you who've been subscribing, please continue doing so. We're not stepping off the gas on this story, so hit that bell for alerts so you get notified. Smash that thumbs up and leave a comment down below. We are going to still cover other pop culture as well, so I hope you join our community here as we always seek the truth. Now let's get into this piece coming in from ABC News. Let's hear what they have to say.
Continue here with the news tonight. There are fast-moving developments after the assassination attempt tonight. Remarkable new images here. The alleged gunman seen climbing to the roof just minutes before opening fire at that rally. You can actually hear people in the crowd yelling to an officer, pointing him out. And now we learned that law enforcement was actually using that building as a staging area, and how the gunman climbed onto the roof, the wall outside that building. And ABC's Pierre Thomas tonight with the exclusive interview with the head of the Secret Service and what she's saying now.
So now, just so we're clear, ABC News is all reporting the same thing we've been reporting for days and I've been getting flack for, but something has been fishy. I've never said this was staged. I don't know what it is. Something was off. And I agree with Dallas. You're going to hear from him later. This is worse than just bad Secret Service agents. No. How do you mess up this bad? How can you be this bad? Watch.
Stunning new video tonight showing the moment Donald Trump's would-be assassin climbed onto the roof of that building just 2 minutes before he opened fire.
Yeah, look, there he is.
You can hear bystanders desperately trying to alert police. Authorities now using that video as part of the investigation. And tonight, ABC News has learned that heavily armed local police were stationed inside that building and missed Thomas Crooks climbing up the outside of the building to the roof. The same building was being used as a staging area for local police, according to 2 law enforcement officials. And Butler Township officials are confirming ABC News' reporting that a local police officer climbed up the roof and confronted Brooks moments before the shooting.
The officer grabbed hold of the edge of the building, pulled himself up to be able to look, and according to what he's told me, shooter turned, rifle was pointed at the officer. The officer, defensive move, kind of ducked, fell, lost his grip on the building.
Investigators tonight trying to determine whether
the officer saw him, fell down and ran away, allowing the shooter to get, what, 7, 8 shots off? Was it 5 shots? Sorry, but too many off. And this officer didn't stop him and knew. And at that point, they all know. How did this happen?
Roof access had been properly locked down. The shooter climbing seemingly unimpeded, about 400 feet from the stage, with a direct line of sight on the former president.
What? Look at this breakdown. I haven't seen it like this before, and we're gonna show Dallas this later. How on earth do you not secure this building? There's officers in the building, and they didn't secure it. How did he get a ladder on this? Guys, it's even crazier. As the shooter went to a store and bought a ladder. As this is reported, investigators believe he used his newly bought ladder to scale the nearby building before he opened fire on the former president. Like, what? This is insanity. This is absolute insanity.
Take a look at what happened.
Washington lawmakers demanding answers, calling on the Secret Service director to appear before Congress. We sat down with Director Kim Cheatle today for an exclusive interview.
What was your reaction when you saw the events unfold on Saturday?
Shock, and then concern, obviously, for the former president. This is an event that should have never happened.
Dude, Dude, it's your only job is to secure him.
Who is most responsible for this happening?
What I would say is that the Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president.
So the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
The President and Homeland Security Secretary said today they had 100% confidence in you, but there are some members of Congress calling on you to resign.
I appreciate the Secretary's comments, and we're going to continue to be transparent and communicate with people.
You plan to stay on, absolutely.
I do plan to stay on.
Director Cheatle says she will not wait on an independent review of the security failure. She says she plans to make immediate changes. We learned today she's already expanded the tactical or SWAT support for former President Trump.
Now, I've seen Dallas already comment on this. He's like, that's not the difference here. The amount of people you have securing isn't what's going to save the day. It's properly training and checking the places. And I want to go back to this shot. This shot is shocking. Look at this again.
Lost his grip on the building.
Investigators tonight trying to determine
Look at
whether
this,
roof access
recreation
has
of
been
the
properly
event.
locked down.
How
The shooter
close this
climbing
guy
seemingly
was.
unimpeded, about 400 feet from the stage, with a direct line of sight on the former president.
Take a look at what happened.
What? Where else do you secure? It's something is off here. Something is absolutely off here. This isn't right. And we go through the timeline of all this too. There's still so much to break down, and we will continue to break this down. So like I said, make sure you subscribe. Pardon me, just make sure I get this in review for you. As we go through the timeline of things, here it is, that image again. I wanted to show you because New York Times has a good sort of, what's this called? Diagram, if you will, of where things are. There's literally nothing else to secure. There's nothing else. Here he is. Now it's like one of those roofs. So he was climbing, hiding in the back of it, and then going there. How do you not have someone just stationed on that roof? That is like such a clear, obvious place to be stationed to ensure that there's no one else in any other area. My goodness. Now again, I'm not. What does this mean? I don't know. I'm going to talk to Dallas about his theories as well. I don't understand what this means. I mean, it just seems like failure at such a high level. How could this happen? And then you see here, right around. So it's right about here in the path is that person. So again, the president is alive and well, which some celebrities are wishing hadn't happened, which is truly despicable. They've since apologized, by the way. We do have Jack Black and Kyle Gass have now, of course, apologized and canceled their tour, but a little too late. What a stupid thing to say. But as we go through this, it's just like there's a real loss of life here. So I don't believe this is fake, as some people are trying to say. Amanda Seales, dumb celebrity, and others. No, there's clearly was action here. You can see it in a lot of the things I've done. Even when before it happens, you can see a blood spray on his ear before anything could happen, or before a blood pack would have been applied. So no, I don't believe that. I'm open to all suggestions, but I got to see it. You know what I mean? And from what I'm telling, no, that's just not an option. Now that we know what's happening further and what has happened, and the other two wounded, the loss of life of the fire chief, so damn sad. No, I don't believe this was fake at all. But something's off. How do you get this close, guys? I'm floored. I'm floored. We're going to go through the timeline. We're going to go through all the specifics. As we got Dallas Alexander. Now, Dallas Alexander is now a country singer, but he was a sniper, veteran sniper of Canada, longest range shooter, highly qualified, amazing guy. I've paying him close attention. This guy, give this guy a follow over on Instagram. I'm Dallas Alexander. We're going to have him on the show at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss this. I have so many questions for him, and I know you guys are too. We're going to talk to him directly. Still, I'm shocked that this director gets to keep her job. How you failed the one thing you're responsible for. This isn't okay. Our candidates shouldn't be risking their lives for this. Your job is to protect them. You have all the resources. You had plenty of resources. How did you not do this? I'm sorry, Kimberly Cheatle, the buck does stop with you, and you should be stepping down. What do you think? Are you frustrated by this? That she's going to just get, a slap on the wrist? Tell me what you think. Make sure, again, if you haven't already, get that subscribe button hit. We're trying to get to 1 million subs, so hit that bell. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, and stay tuned. We got so much more coming regarding this topic and more. You won't want to miss it here on Popcorn Planet.